Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Space Lab. Welcome back to Outer Wilds. I did pick up the DLC this week because it was on sale. But we'll be picking off where we left off. Hello, Yahazu. Right, you just see ripping them off at that point. Yeah, really though. I was totally willing to pay full price, but my brother was like, hey, it's on sale. I was like, it's a good time to do it, I guess. Alright, I don't remember what the heck we were doing. So if the DLC adds a fear option. So I understand that. I definitely, not a huge fan of, scary things. But hopefully it's not too bad. So let's see. There's the 6th location of the Quantum Moon. Something to check out. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Not too scary. Cool. Fair enough. And then Dark Bramble. The vessel and escape pod number 3 are there somewhere. And of course the Ash Twin Project. So we got quite a few things we can check out. Haven't tried with that, but the scare factor for you and DLC was the ambiance. Makes sense. One of those kinds of situations. Alrighty, let's see. What are we doing? There it is. I guess we just head to the Twins. Ah, we're going fast. Ah, but we recovered. Nice. Whoop. Try and actually land here. There we go. Cool. Alright, was there anything in particular I wanted to look for here? Let's see, we still got things to discover with the Ash Twin Towers. The gravity cannon, apparently. Cool. Oh, there we go. Going down. There's a pit. Okay, let's not do that. You ever feel like a plastic wah drifting through the wind? I can't say I usually feel like that, no. Hello. Hello, Nick. Hello, Whopping Waluigi. Oh, Whopping Waluigi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Space Lab. Don't want to fall into the sand pit? Well, you know. It's fun. Yeah, I'll give them that. Not opposed to falling into the sand pit. Whoops. Ouch. Oh, we are getting bounced around quite a bit. I have no idea what's going on physically anymore. Welcome. This is Outer Wilds. It's a comfy little exploration game. If you plan on playing yourself someday, Um, keep in mind, it's a very spoiler-heavy game, so it's best experienced for yourself. Alrighty. Let's see, is there anything useful to check out on the surface, or should we just head to the other planet? Check out the teleportation towers. Yes. Here we are. Alright, this is this one. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Okay, running a little bit low on fuel. Might need to reconvene with the ship. And gravity's so low on this planet. You can just zip over. We need to get into our ship, not their ship. There we are. Let's see. Anything exposed yet? Or it's still buried. This one's visible. Alright, I think we've been here already. Yeah, they were complaining about the sun station. That's right. And looks like these ones are still buried. This one has the hatch going up, if I remember correctly. Yep, so can't get in through that until the planet's mostly exposed. This one's visible now, and this is the sun one. Alright, this is the one we couldn't get into. Synergy tower, nothing to see in there. Yeah. Just one at each of the poles. Makes sense. Yeah, because the door is broken here, right? Yeah. It's not getting through there. And the twins, only one of them works. I think we've already done that one. There's the bottom of that shaft up there. That's the top of Brittle Hollow's tower. So let's see, what else is there? We've used the Timber Hearth one, I think, last time. And there's also Giant Steep. What else is there? Brittle Hollow, Timber Hearth, Giant Steep, the Twins, Sun Station. I think that's all of them, right? Geez, gravity no work. This one's still covered. Hang on, this one's about to be exposed. Alrighty. Is there something down there? I guess there must be. Hello, Anubis. How you doing? Oh, there goes their ship. It's fine, where we're going, we don't need ships anyway. Oh, it's back. We're doing good. Doing good. Let's see. We are waiting for this to face, I believe, Brittle Hollow. It should be coming up soon. Yep, there we go. That was fun. You been here already? Probably. Alright, this is how we were supposed to get here. That's right. Oh, we've already done that, so we're good. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. 1 warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. We're just installing this core sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. Gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. Thus, I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the Whitehall Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The Whitehall Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose, more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehall Station with you, Clary. Yeah, I'll stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister, in romantic matters, so density rivals and neutron stars, and go meet her on the Whitehall Station. Be happy to explain our findings. Wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. Cool. So the Ash Twin project, it involves all the towers, which makes sense. And let's see, anything on the core of this planet to explore now that everything's starting to get exposed. Let's see here. No sneaky cave entrances that I'm seeing. But worth a check. Always. See, this is the Timber Hearth one. Yep. Let's see, what else is there to see? This must be a giant steep. Let's give this one a try. I think we might have already done this one, but I don't remember. Let's see. So we gotta wait until it faces there. There's Timber Hearth. Dark Bramble. Brittle Hollow. Timber Hearth, Ember Twin, and Brittle Hollow. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Ash Twin's tower was messed up or something. And we couldn't get through the door into the Suns, but we were able to teleport probe through. Yep, I think we've been here already. Good to know that that's a thing. Harder than planned. There's a cave-like thing. And nothing immediately sticking out as important to sneak around and find. I'm not seeing any underside hatches here. Should be cool. Let's see. I've got all these rock pillars just screaming to explore. Slingshotting is so much fun. Oh. And grab some more oxygen while we're here. There we go. So much fun until you smash your face on a rock wall and die on the spot. Well, you know. That's half the excitement, right? You know? It's like skydiving. There's always a chance that something goes horribly wrong. So there is a hatch going through the bottom here. Just leads up to the bridge. Cool. Alright, we need fuel. Oh, where's the ship? Ship's on the other planet. Okay. Let's see if we can get over there. The remainder of our fuel. There we are. Oh. I couldn't see where the ground was, so we couldn't brake in time. Oops. Oh, let's try that again, shall we? Here's why the sand pillar is dangerous. Yep. I see that. Good news is we're back at the ship. Yep, that's how that works. Exactly. Alrighty. Get out of the gravity well. There we go. Let's see. That seems to have marked all of the missing information there for those towers. There's Sun Station that we need more information on. See, I really want to try landing on it. I know it's really difficult. Oh, we're too close. Too close. And I expect its gravitational pull to be stronger, for how large it is. I feel like for the most part you just kind of have to get lucky, right? Yeah, it's an achievement, so it must be possible. And it wouldn't be the most ridiculous landing I've ever attempted. Not quite. So much velocity to fix. There we are. So we're going to fly towards the sun, but not too much towards the sun. Basically. Nope. A little bit too far ahead. That was close, though. If I slowed down a little bit more, we probably would have gotten hit by it. That close isn't enough, that is true. I think I have possibly the right idea. Just gonna align ourselves to the station's orbit. Tricky part is we're going to keep overshooting. Up. And here we go. Now we go flying away from the planet because we slingshotted too close. I guess we'll just keep going this way. I don't want to accidentally fly straight into the sun. But we do need to maintain low speed. Here we go. We're so close. So close yet so far. Yep. I don't think this is what they intended the Ash Twin project to be used for, but here we are. Well, there's the sun. It's probably easier when it's smaller like this before it starts expanding. And we overshoot, no surprise there. Sensation gets eaten almost immediately when the sun starts expanding. Makes sense. This would probably be slightly easier with the probe to be able to help track the station's location, but getting that set up would waste a lot of time. To get it on the next orbit around. Up. Can't get too close, but can't get too far either. Yeah. The sun's gonna get us all sooner or later. We're just accelerating the process. Now saving us some time. That's good. Starting to maintain better height distance over the surface. We're desynchronized with the orbit of the station, though. This will probably need to be in a slightly better orientation, which means I need to remember how to spin. It's not that. Not that. There we go. Left trigger. Right stick. Ah, there we go. That's better. We're too close. Ow. I almost got hit by the underside of it that time. Okay, so I think if we're close enough for it to do the whole you're about to enter the sun, orange at the sides of the screen thing. Would have been funny to have the sun station boop you at the end. Yeah, I was kind of half expecting that. So I think we're too close to the surface if it's doing those particle effects, so I think we need to be just outside of that range to be roughly even with the landing pad. I'm not nearly good enough of a gamer for this, but you know, it's fun. Oh, ouch. Hello, Moon. How's it going? Call the rule of quantum entanglement. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Call the rule. Like Ryan, you can find a No My shuttle sometimes. Oh yeah, there is that, isn't there? Yeah, I think we've explored this already by recalling it before. That's right. Oh. Goodbye, Brittle Hollow. Are we stranded? I don't know. Maybe. Would have been faster to stay in the shuttle and have it recalled again? True. That's not what we did, is it? Our ship is on the quantum moon last time I checked. So I guess it doesn't show up because it's not in a normal place. The quantum moon eject your ship once you're out. Maybe you're mistaken. If it's not there, then I don't know where it is. That'll be very concerning. Oh. Shoot. We already burned most of our fuel, only to miss. That's concerning. And we overshoot, not to shoot. True, true, true. Oh. I'd say that's pretty typical. Just admire the stars. So as I recall, the rule of quantum entanglement, which was the fact that if you're standing on something that is quantum teleporting and you turn off the lights so that you're no longer observing it, then you get teleported with it. So I wonder how that gets used on the quantum moon. If it gets used on the quantum moon. So I don't recall there being anything super dark there. So that's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge that we still have to learn about, and the 6th location. So currently there it is. Orbit around the twins. And it's gone. Now it's in orbit around Timber Hearth. 6th location is the info you get in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Also, Quantum Moon can move when you go in and out of your map. Nice. That makes sense. So now it's there, Brittle Hollow. Now it's moved to the twins again. So Timber Hearth, our twins, Brittle Hollow, that's 3. Giant Steep is 4. And I assume it also shows up Dark Bramble, yep. So where's the 6th location? That's the real mystery. Well, there's some kind of tower to explain that stuff to you. I know, right? That would be exceedingly convenient. Maybe even too convenient. I bet it's a trap. You might be right there. Alright, here we are. Am I trying to kill these sentries after they died? Yeah, maybe they want their revenge. They blame the Timber Hearthians for wiping them out. Because it was 100% us and not, you know, any kind of evil poisonous stuff. Up. Up. Here we are. Close enough. Oh, nope. No, 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 come on. Gosh darn it. Hey, look, a black hole. Never seen this before. Okay. White Hole Station, my old friend. I've come to traverse the black hole again. Oh. What's going on there? Yeah, I just noticed this thing. I was curious because there's a thing to read on there. Not a thing to read, a ring. It's deactivated. I guess this is one of the chunks that fell off. Neat. And where's the station? Alright, did our ship fall in too? Ah, so it did. Hello, ship. And it's intact too. Nice. Out. I mean, not if I ram into that. Ship found White Hole Station faster than you did. Yep. It knows what it's doing. Let's see, we're heading back to Brittle. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, it might not be any slower to just fly back to it directly. We're going way too fast. Way too fast. Uh oh. Could have lowered your ship at the White Hole Station for the next time you fall. You know, fair point. That wouldn't have been a bad strategy. Okay. Someday I will stop approaching at entirely wrong velocities. Today is not that day. And approaching at about 500 meters per second seems to be a good number. Start braking at about 7,000 kilometers. Try not to visit the quantum moon, that's not what we're here for. As cool as it is to see it again. See, now I'm noticing it everywhere. Unlike before. Don't have as big of a, you would have just passed through it. True, true, true. I forget about that sometimes. Alright, so the tower's over here. Here we are. Up. we go. Ah, it's dark over here on this side of the planet. Can I get the rock to teleport? That's what I want to know. You complete darkness with the quantum entanglement to work. Dang it. It's a good idea, though. Okay, so quantum moon locator. So I'd explain with the rock in a cave where you can turn the light off. Yeah, which is very convenient. So we can't get in there directly. Oh, we can see where the quantum moon goes. So currently it's at... You know, the where... Perfect. We found a way to, to trigger it moving. Oh. It's using whatever you were trying to do back before you knew what it was. Yeah. I could tell that looking around was causing it to move, but I couldn't figure out why. Now I understand a little better. So I'm pretty sure that's what I am looking for. Wherever it goes when it faces there. What I don't know is where that is. How to get it to stay there. See, is there anything else interesting in the tower to take a look at? Oh, went too far. There we go. And there's a whole section down there with projection plates and stuff. I don't see anything big and obvious teleporting around. It's still gonna move even if I keep the camera on there. right? Yeah. It's not the same as actually having a picture of the moon itself. Hmm. That was close. It's always fun to see that. Not looking at the picture anymore when you open the map. That makes sense. If only you had no map to open. Hmm. And for example, it was clearly visible from the tower. Oh. Uh-oh. We're going down. Oh, so much for that. How's it going, Rebek? Let's see. It's been a while since we talked to any of them. Yeah, ship is gone. Went to the comet and oh wow, so that's how the Nomai died? That's really sad, isn't it? That was a long time ago, but still. Stars above, it's lucky we hadn't evolved something yet. I think if the comet hadn't killed them, our species might have coexisted in the solar system. That would have been amazing. But I guess if I hadn't wanted to learn why the Nomai disappeared, I'd never have let Timberhearth come out here, or had any of these adventures. Don't get me wrong, space is terrifying, but, you know, it has its moments. That's cool. I I saw the Sunless City on Ember Twin. And there's another Nomai city inside of Ember Twin? That's incredible. Whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. Funny how some people didn't get the phantom matter and the interloper is what killed the Nomai when Rebek tells you outright. Yeah, it was pretty clear there. Alright, see ya, Anubis. Thanks for stopping by. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. The Sunless City. Wow. That means there were two groups of Nomai, one that lived on Ember Twin and one that lived here on Brittle Hollow. But they must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing can be found on other planets too. How did they keep the sand out? They don't anymore. Yep. Saw the Hang City. You visited the Hang City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? Hang City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they needed a black hole for something? Yeah, I think I read that one with him already. Alright. Oh. See, that's just to Earth, isn't it? No? Guess not. Alrighty. Where's my ship? There's my ship. Oh, it's a ways off. Not too far off. Oh. There we go. Give me the relative distance indicator. It doesn't help the ship itself is also moving. Here we go. Close enough. Sun's looking very red. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's rewind time. It's been a while since we had a natural loop ending. Caves down here. Anything interesting? Survey from the air. Sure, you usually crash and die by accident when the music starts. Yep. Exactly. Maybe just about the closest we've ever been to the sun when it goes nova. Kaboom! Yeah, stream did not like that. We dropped down to 30 FPS there for a few seconds. Even less than that. But we're good now. Normally average very choppy 30 FPS. Yeah, the stream itself is encoded at 60 FPS. That limitations of game capture. Alrighty. You know, I just realized actually with Dark Bramble, we can probably use Signal. Yep, Distress Beacon. To try to track down the escape pod. Distressed beacon. And it's definitely distressing me out. Alrighty. Slow approach. That was entirely the wrong button. There we go. That is an obnoxious siren. That one. Let's play a game of Where's the Death Fish? Yep. They stay close to the brambles, making it be harder for them to maneuver. Oh, what was that? Oh, hello. I think we found it. Oh. It's not a death fish. No, it is not. There we go. Escape pod number 3. This is a place that makes you really sad. Well, everyone here is long dead. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted. The anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance of survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or, more probably, await rescue. Seka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Well, rest in peace. Began flight log, escape pod 3, vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Waiting departure from vessel. Now launching escape pod 3. Alert. Oh. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Verdict: do not exit pod. The glass is broken. Yep. There's a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. Nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it'll be gone and we will all be lost. We'll follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. Suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the further of the 2 beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. So they've left a trail of lights for us to follow, even though they're almost certainly dead. And didn't make it to the vessel because it was not the right message. Hit one of the lights. Ah, that makes sense. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, they didn't use the emergency escape hatch. So let's go that way. Oh boy. And we're working with fish that know what light is. I'm probably drawn to it. Oh! Hello, Nono viewers. Hello, Nono. No spoilers, Chaos Raid. No Chaos Spoilers Raid. Welcome, Raiders. Do you have a fun time of not being spoiled? You guys finished the game, or are you saving the end for next time? I know you were pretty close when I left. That was an hour ago. Welcome to the Space Lab. I'm Hawkbar, friendly neighborhood mad scientist operating from a space lab. Can't believe Jack changed his name and founded Papa John's Pizza at the end. Wow. Yeah, a bunch of dead peoples, you're right. So this is Outer Wilds. It's a wonderful little space exploration game. I highly recommend you turn off the stream and buy it for yourself and play it. Because spoilers will definitely affect how you enjoyed this game. But if you don't care about that, you are welcome to chill out here with me. Enjoy the game. Whoops. They're probably fine. Did beat the story, but that's all you'll say? Okay. I thought you might. I'll have to go and check the VOD out later, because I'm really curious to watch your reaction to that information. They're not fine, Hawk. They're dead. Well, I mean, you know, they can't get any less fine. Let's put it that way. Too many who come here searching for us. We followed one of the 2 beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single nomad to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. You don't know that? True. Fair enough. Your stream disconnected right before the censored ending, so you legit thought Square pulled the plug. Oh no. That must have been terrifying. Yeah, sad music. Don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. FBI, it's a raid. Turn off the stream. You can't stop me. The FBI can't even get into space. So my space lab is fine. Yeah, this part of the game makes you really sad. Yeah, I understand. Don't understand how this could be possible, but the scrolling place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this is our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we'll be unable to hear it. What about Space FBI? Oh, that's true. Space FBI can track me down. But it's fine, I pay my taxes. They have no reason to. I expected them to use them for Kingdom Hearts instead. Can't believe the cast Mick Cage is the face of chaos. I mean, I would watch that. Sounds like a great movie adaptation. There's nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods are able to reach relative safety. Yep, so the escape pod didn't make it. And I guess they all died here. That's really sad. Cool, paying your taxes is how they track you. Yeah, but even I'm not willing to mess around with the IRS. Kingdom Hearts the movie with Nick Cage playing Ansem's ship. There you go. Okay. I assume we can't pick up a signal from the vessel at this point. No. Cool, so we are on our own as far as that goes. But we are picking up another signal over there. So you can potentially head in that direction. I mean, you know, it's not really so important to see where the pictures are, right? It definitely looks artificial there, though. At least a skeleton. One way or another, we have to get there. And we have to not die in the process. I don't like this. My log said that when they got there, the vessel signal was almost dead. Yeah, I figured as much. Oh, big glowing red. Up. 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 Nope, no, 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 nope. Nope, no, 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 nope. Nope, no, 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 nope. Oh, I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Okay. Yep, that would do it. I can see why, Azu. Up! Okay, I was not expecting it to be still right there. Jeez. Oh. Oh. Oh, there goes my heart rate. Woof, jeez. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Well, they don't move at all when they lose aggro. Cool. Up. And trying to land there just smashed our hole. That's fine. We didn't need a ship anyway. Why are you sorry? The game owes you $5 for a jump scare. Well, to be fair, that wasn't supposed to be a jump scare. You didn't get surprised because you knew that was going to happen. Fair enough, Yazoo. Oh boy. Okay, well, we got no ship. And we are severely injured. And we are late in the cycle here. And this game is heckin' rude. And we are so much more vulnerable without the ship. But I got nothing else going for me. Yep, I understand the whole fuck Dark Bramble now. Yep, 100%. Makes me wish my ship had a gun. Ship or not, if they eat you, you're dead. Yep. Oh boy. Goodbye. Whew. Okay. Going to get past and remember what you learned. I will check the ship logs. So I think it was just that they can't see in the dark or something like that. And we'll check that. Ship should remember the specifics. They're blind to be exact. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, they call it the No My Grave. That's so depressing. And yep, there's escape pod 3. Blindfold rules out of because real Anglerfish are blind. Yep. Which means they have to rely on other senses. And an awful must be to try and flee Dark Bramble, get stuck in there with the signal the vessel right next to where you crashed, but no way to get there because of no oxygen and deathfish. Yeah. But an absolutely horrible way to go. I got the escape pod at least. And we should know enough to get to the vessel. Now let's play the game called Not Crashing into Dark Bramble. Like the other escape pods, they even have the time to start rebuilding because they probably died only a few days at best. Yeah. That's really depressing. Which means they never got to the vessel, which means the vessel's been basically untouched since it was first stranded. So knowing that the white dots are probably angular fish, we can try to go around. Yeah, either anglerfish or seed things, so if we don't need to go to a white one, we can just avoid it. Oh, is there one behind us? You see nothing, you hear nothing. I'm not here. But now I'm panicking, that's what now. Yeah, they're blind. Oh. Oh. As soon as I touch the control stick, dead. I don't like that at all. Dark bramble in all its glory. Yep. The darkest of brambles. Okay. There's an achievement for finishing the game on loop 1. Not surprised. That sounds basically impossible to do unless you know what you're doing ahead of time. Okay, so speed running it doesn't work. You can't just fly in there at max velocity and try to fly past them. That was going to be my strategy. That doesn't work. You do have to go slow and steady. Yeah, that was probably the second fastest we've died in a loop. First one being jumping into a geyser without the suit. Yeah, indeed. Fuck Dark Bramble. Okay. So they are blind, so that means they rely on hearing or some other sense. So theoretically, motion doesn't tip them off. So we're gonna bump into this guy. Careful, one small thing, this go launcher actually does make some noise. Don't use it near the fish. Makes sense. Let's see, can we drift far enough to leave that anglerfish behind? We're still moving slowly. Okay. And before we get in there, well, he doesn't make any noise. Cool. Don't touch the controls. Just coast. Hello, Dib. Yeah, this is a phenomenal game. Oof. I don't like this. I don't like this. I mentioned you can look around, but I don't want to. I'd rather not see. I've used the Force, exactly. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts. Yep. Yep. I assume we're still moving. Yeah, we're still slowly moving. We're getting closer to the red thing. I'm assuming that's another anglerfish. I'm too afraid to touch the controls. Here we go, we'll just nudge a little bit. Okay, probably far enough to shoot the scout, yeah. Just, ugh. Those are anglerfish eggs. Ah! Huh. Cool. Very cool, very pog. Alright, well now we're here. Where's the vessel? Yeah, I mean, that definitely would make sense. That's an anglerfish. It's not very far away either. Assume that's also an anglerfish, yep. We are in their nest. So I guess this is why it's useful to have to shoot your thing through the other way. Place down your scout when you do the escape pod. Yep. Is that the way I came? I think so, but I can't tell. Yeah, I'm not complaining though. Searching for the vessel. Take any exit that isn't a seed, it'll send you right back out of the planet. Yeah, I think I noticed that earlier. It makes sense. I don't see anything that looks like a vessel. Hello. Is he getting closer? Might be getting closer. See, does our distress beacon pick up anything here? No. Okay. May have been pushed by the eggs. That makes sense. So that weighs an egg. Do I take the egg? Not an egg, a seed thing. It's an infinite loop. Yeah. That's fun. Those both fish. Yep. At this point, you don't have a clue where you have to go. Just choose a seed and try your luck. Cool. Okay, so those are the 3 fish near the entrance. So we don't want to go that way. There's a seed. Supposed to find it by having your scout near the vessel, which you don't. Okay, yeah, that checks out. Okay, well, we know that one's the loop then. Is that a fish? That's the question. Probably. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows, not you. Fair enough. Yep, okay, that's a fish. Very cool. And we know the seed is an infinite loop, which means going that direction is pointless. That's a fish. Are there any other exits in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh. We've evaded it by going through the same, Maybe you can ask a fish for directions? Yeah, you know, not a terrible idea. Totally. That looks weird. Ooh. What the heck is that? See, like the one on Timber Hearth? Yeah. Those are dead people. Statues. Weird. Gonna check what that is again, but it's not so we can go without cheats. Makes sense. Just a weird Easter egg room. Let's see, well, as far as I can tell, there's only the one fish in this area, so as long as I stay clear, I should be able to explore a little bit. That's an exit. Let's not go through the exit. Again, check the map to see if we're about to explode. As you mentioned, fuck Dark Bramble. It's a reference to a game called Elsinore. Interesting. Figured it might be something like that, like a reference to another game or project. I wish I could get it to eat my scout, so I could have an exact distance reading to it. That would require a lot of precision, though. Oh. Taking a minor bump. It's okay. Just experiencing minor turbulence. So at this point, I think it's probably fair to say that I went through the wrong seed. Just experienced a little bit of turbulence, followed shortly after by crashing. Yep. Cool. Makes sense, but I wanted to explore for myself to confirm. Oh, we lost a thruster. At least we found an Easter egg, yep. I guess now we just need to go back out. There we go. Our hull is not happy. We have no port side thruster. Or we have a port thruster, we have no starboard thruster. This makes positioning difficult. Our ship is not in great shape, and neither is the solar system. At this point, probably not worth repairing. There we go, we still got full starboard port thrusters, so we can just do this. There we go. And we're at the end of the loop. So this time we set up the scout in the right place. And then we pull that trick again. And it's weird to have only one thruster working at full capacity. It being as awkward as the left-hand thruster. Condenses. Boom. And Giant still exists, apparently. And there he goes. Oh, we didn't even get swallowed up by the sun that time. Yeah, the music is great. So that's cool. It's possible to outrun the sun. But you still get roped into the time loop anyway. Get all that memory footage in Dark Bramble. Yep. Alright, well, we can easily detect which one's the loop this time. And if not, we can head back to the escape pod and check that. Here we go. Yeah, probably easier to follow the escape pod first. That would make sense. Good distance to slow down from. Approaching at 150 meters per second. Maybe a little bit faster than that. There we go. Oh, wish that wouldn't rotate the ship. There we go. Yeah, it's not super useful most of the time. First of all, with that being, unless you go very fast, there's next to no problem landing. Yeah. And it's not that difficult unless you're me and approach significantly too fast. That's just a big, awkwardly shaped rock. Here we go, here's the escape pod. Go, and now we follow the lights to the Nomai graveyard. just gonna start getting into the habit of making as few movements as possible. It's not too far away, which is nice. There we go. So now we can try to head for the red marker. Try to avoid the fish as we go. So let's ramp up a little bit of speed and then just go for it. Here we are. Yep. Not retrieving the scout. And we're going too slow. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just drift. Right under its lure. Going to seat actually puts you at a set speed. Ah, well, that's really convenient. And going as fast as you can, you'll always be put at the speed you are right now. Nice. So I don't have to worry quite so much about optimizing my onboard velocity. Okay, let's get a little bit further away. Yeah, we're still way too close. Anglerfish are terrifying. Okay, Scout is over there. Wait for you to speed the speed run. Oh yeah, definitely have to look it up once we finish. There we are. Okay. Seeing a video of some of the dev teams reacting to a speedrun of the game. That sounds like fun. It's such a speedrunnable game. Just because of how much is not necessary. Welcome to the Nomad vessel. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, they got screwed. A lot of Nomai skeletons. I got this fancy tail thing. He's got these arms. Look very similar to the escape pods. Are those escape pods that they just didn't launch? Looks like maybe. Could be. Mm-hmm. Oh. We're fine, we're fine. Got a big globe. And it's accessible through the top. It's probably if there was glass here, it got smashed. Are there any doors? I don't know what the aft hole is, but you should stop breaking it. That would be the rear hole, and it's probably okay. No, it's just mildly damaged. It's not like the ship's inoperable or anything. Only one entrance, and that's where the skeletons were? Okay, that makes sense. There we go. Nice of them to not put fish in this area. Here we are. Suppose I should probably exit my ship. Here we go, let's land right side up first. Should stop trying to go everywhere with your ship, but it's so much fun. There we are. Broke the game enough already? Oh, I don't think so. You can definitely go further. Poor game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, that looks important. It's the warp core. Is he trying to repair it, or was he trying to remove it? Either could be true. This looks fancy. Big old reaction chamber. I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. This is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately. Escal, wait. I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly and may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose the discovery that's incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. I understand. Known as the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates. The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterwards, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, right if we arrive at or near the signal source. Everyone are ready to warp. Spoilers, they couldn't send the signal after their arrival. Yep. Looks like that's what happened. Made it this far, only for them to hit Dark Bramble. Let's see. Oh, Dark Bramble ate them. Yeah. Maybe not that direction. Maybe this direction. There we go. Ooh, fancy. Is there a orb here? There is. Oh, fancy. Now I have to draw patterns. Uh-oh. I don't know what patterns it needs to be. Maybe there's pictures somewhere. Also running low on fuel. That is a door. And it's also a door, presumably. And more doors. Okay. So nothing interesting on this side. It's worth a shot. And that side is blocked off. More door? Yes. Yep, the vessel. And of course there's more to explore here because we need to figure out how to charge the warp core. It's more door, all the doors. More doors. Ah, more writing up here. Man, not having any artificial gravity is tripping me out. I keep wanting to make up and down, but there is no up and down. To know my clans whose vessels can hear this message. It's clear that the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now. So my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the gloaming galaxy, we found that Black Rock's suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know you will be on your own. Kanna, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That's right. Matching velocity is the thing. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Eskal. I recall hearing that story as a child. One day, Eskal's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace, as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, friends. Eskal's clan existed, and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? It was a very long time ago, but yes, my clan's ancestors searched for Eskal's clan for a long time. But in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskal's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet, we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. Triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded, It was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. Meet you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any of us is nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. Interesting. So at the time this was written, most star systems were dying. This is Eskal's vessel. Something went badly wrong during a warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. The vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from inside itself. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight-capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. And nobody came. One of the other vessels supposedly pretty early message. Makes sense. So most Nomai meaning there's still Nomai's living somewhere? Yeah. They probably found another star to settle on. Not the one they were mentioning that was stable. But they were too far away to hear. Or if they weren't too far away to hear, they couldn't do anything to come and help this clan. This and that didn't do anything. So we gotta activate that. And there's some pattern we need to set here. We just have to make the full hexagon? Is that even possible? Are we out of time already? I just got here. Wow. That went quickly. So not each point can only be used once, so you can't close it. Makes sense. Very least, you probably need the cross beams. There we go. Nope, out of time. Yep. It's weird being able to hear the sun exploding but not actually be able to see it. Alrighty. I'm pretty tired today, so I think we're not going to go very far over overtime today, but I'm going to get a full 2 hours in. We found the escape pod, we found the vessel. We haven't found everything there is to know about the vessel, but we found the vessel. So that's cool. Learned how to navigate Dark Bramble. So I'd say this is a pretty useful stream all around. Alrighty. And I gotta get ready to drive a couple cities over tomorrow. Found all you could with the vessel with the pieces you have. Makes sense. Guessing there's some other hint somewhere else on how to reactivate the warp drive. Should make sense. Next time you want to go there, you can just log onto it from the ship's computer. Ah, that's right. That's really helpful. Makes sense. So you can pinpoint locations like that. Very convenient that the computer somehow keeps its memory between loops. Couldn't before getting there once though, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Only for locations you've already actively reached. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Yahazu. Thank you, Lurker. Thank you, Nono. Thank you, Kitsu. Thank you, Anubis. Everyone else who's stopped by, rated, lurked. I appreciate all of you. Well, you're welcome, Yahazu. As always, I appreciate your company. Well, I'm not seeing anyone in particular that I really want to raid today, so we'll just drop in a Girl DM stream, I guess. That's a suitably comfy place to land next. And we'll be back next week. Offline raid back to Nono. Tempting. Very tempting. But next week, we should be pretty normal schedule stream-wise. Should be more Triangle Strategy on Tuesday, more Outer Wilds on Friday, and then I would like to do a Saturday stream. We'll see if that works out or not, but I would like to plan on doing a Saturday stream of Elden Ring. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see more than one battle this time? Possibly. Depends on if I get stuck or not. Alrighty. Well, let's go raid Girldium. I will see you next time. Spreading the houses? Oh yes. If we can, we will.